Okay, what's up guys, Triple C here. Today I want to talk about you guys about how to get stunt physics out of your land race if it was infected. Now, most of you guys probably know, especially all the creators, since cutting stunts, it just happens again and again that your land race, which is not supposed to have stunt physics, that they get randomly infected with stunt physics and it's basically impossible to remove them again. Now, there are some methods out there, and for some people this seems to work, for others it doesn't. And this is why I would like your input also. I would like to know like your experiences. If there's, I'm gonna go through everything that I know about this right here. If you might know other additional stuff about it, please post it down there in the comments so we can maybe get down to maybe not the cause of this, but like get a step closer to alleviating this problem, because it's just so frustrating. You work on a race for hours and hours and hours, and then all of a sudden it has stunt physics, it's unplayable, it's fucking infected. So yeah, I had it with this one yesterday. I built this wall ride and I tested it online. Bam, stunt physics. And like, obviously I don't have any stunt props in it, like we know better than that. That's not the issue. What I also did, I copied an old wall ride of mine which has land physics, because I always copy an old race of mine, so I have the props in the winner screen, for example, already. I just have to exchange them. So I took a land race of mine, which I copied, just built a new race out of it. This has just got barges, the checkered cabins, and it's got two containers in it. That's it. That's all the props. I did not touch any of the stunt props. Obviously, we're very careful not doing that. And it's just, I cannot remove the stunt physics anymore. It's just infected, it seems, and I can't get them out of there. Now, one method, I talked about this to Sane, like, I don't know, probably 2 months ago. Like, he said he removed a lot of his stunt physics by moving the trigger of the race. Like, going through all the props, like, making sure that all these settings down here, like with all the settings, all the new settings we have, that it's all ticked off and all, and then just moving the trigger and republishing the race. For me, it doesn't work. Now, I also talked to Unlucky a couple of days ago, who has had a method on Xbox already, and now he's also on PS4 now, and he says he can basically remove the stunt physics from any race. Thing is, with his method, it seems to work for him. And he also told me he talked to Sane about it. For him, it also worked. For me, it does not work. And for Upfader, for example, he tried it. It also doesn't work. For Mystic Broly, also it doesn't work. Then again, for Unlucky and for Sane One, it did work. So it's kind of strange. Like, I'll tell you his method, what he does to remove the stunt physics. So you have a land race, and it has stunt physics. So what you do, and consider yourself lucky if this works for you, because for me it just doesn't work. If anybody has any additional info on this or whatever, please let us know. We're really trying to find out what causes this. So what he does, he places a stunt prop purposely. So place a stunt prop. Now the race should be classed as a stunt race automatically by Rockstar. And now he would just go about and save the race or publish it. Exactly, publish it. I tried it yesterday with this one. I published it quickly and did all those steps. It didn't work for me. I tried it with other races of mine. It did not work for me. So now we've got a stunt race here. Because we placed the stunt prop, this is automatically classed as a stunt race. Now, to remove this, you would basically have to, if this were a published race, you would quit the creator, and then you would load your job back up again. So now we're just gonna imagine this would be published, okay? Because I tried it with the published version yesterday, it didn't work. But you would go on your published races, you would load up your race again. Now we're loading it up. And now the steps are as follows. And maybe if you know additional steps, or you had any experience with this, you know something different, please post it down there. As you see now, the trigger has become a stunt race trigger, like this flaming ball. You can also see it on the mini-map if you zoom in. Stunt race trigger. So what the method now is, basically delete your stunt prop, which you placed previously. Now we just deleted it. And now you gotta replace the trigger again. Just place it somewhere else. I'll just place it down there now. It still shows as a stunt race trigger. This will change later to a land race trigger. And now his method is, if you go on the cars that are available vehicles, and you just tick the supercars on and off. Now you do test again. I'll quickly fast forward this. I'm not doing the wall ride, it's just a quick lap. Okay, so that was one lap. Now I exit the test. Obviously I didn't lay down the racetrack around the wall ride yet because it wasn't at that stage yet. That's what I would do as last step. So now we've had a valid test. Now we're going to save it again. And if you would be doing this legitimately, you'd be publishing a race now again after you did the test. So lay down stunt prop, republish your race, go back in the race, remove the stunt prop, move the trigger, tick your cars on and off, do a test again, and republish. So now we just did this with saving. I'll quickly back out this again now and show you that if I want to reload it up now in my creator, this has changed to a land race again because we removed the stunt prop and we removed the trigger and everything. So if I go on saved, as you see now, infected here I called it. On infected you just see that it's a land race trigger again. So we've removed this stunt setting. Well, I quickly load in it. Well, actually I shouldn't. Wait, let me quickly go online now and I'll just show you guys. It's still got stunt physics. I fucking don't know what to do. Okay, so we're in the race now. Just choosing my car. And here you fucking go. This fucking sound already, which makes you want to throw up when you hear it. Like, I cannot get the fucking stunt physics out of this one, and it's just so weird. I don't know how it happened. Like, we have, for example, what me and Upfader, for example, always do. We have these stupid, small, superstitious rituals when we build a race to kind of try and prevent this from happening. Because one thing, and Mystic Broly also does this, you know, like, they were talking about what could maybe cause this. And like one thing, I think I said like this might be completely random, but maybe it's like some stupid shit like if the last race you played was a stunt race and then you go in the creator, that you might have a bigger chance of getting your race infected. Fuck this, man. I'm not wall riding with these physics. It's just not built for it. And like if you played a stunt race as last race and then you go in the creator, that might have something to do with it, and it might really do, because you guys remember that glitch where if you came from a stunt race, you had these stunt race bike physics where you couldn't get knocked off your bike, and that transferred to free mode. So basically these game options that are being set when you load into a stunt race, they might still be present somehow in your game file when you exit that stunt race and when you're in free mode. So it was also, for example, a problem with the LTSs back in the day, that if you joined an LTS after the first round, you would bring all your own weapons into that LTS, and then after a long time, Rockstar finally fixed that. And what happens now, if you join an LTS after the first round, you'll see down there with the spinning wheel, it'll say game options are being set. So these game options that are being set, that are being applied prior to entering a job, that obviously happens with the stunt races too, that the game options are being set, that the game like sets it to contact, non-contact, whatever. It will put on the stunt physics too. And probably if you exit the race, then some of these options still might be present and transfer over if you're in the creator. It's just like a stupid theory we have, but you know, like Rockstar doesn't comment about any of this at all. Like, we're completely left in the dark. We have no idea what's going on, how to prevent this, and it's just really frustrating. If you guys know anything about this, which I might have missed here, I'll go through some more of our superstitious little things that we try to do or try to avoid when building these races and trying to prevent stunt physics from happening. So yeah, one thing is definitely the never play a stunt race and then go in the creator. Always play a land race first. Also, if I load my game up and I want to build right away, I first go into online and play an old physics race. And then I go, and with this one I didn't do it, you know, like one morning I got up and I started building this, and I'm not sure what the last race I played was the night before, so it might really be that that might have been a stunt race. Now, something else that happens, or that could happen, this is like, I don't know if it's the case, but it could be. For example, if you load in, you always start with this prop here, with the stunt track. And now if you have like a prop somewhere and you want to delete it, wait, let me place it here. So if you load in and you see this prop and you're like, oh no, I don't need this one, and you just load it in your job, you're still on the stunt track, basically. And now if you hold the stunt track but delete this prop, this might have something to do with it also, I suspect. It might. Because if you guys remember Ill-Gotten Gains, when they completely broke the creator, we had the ability to get the water barges, which we didn't have back then. They were not accessible in the creator. But there was a glitch to get the water barges on land. And back then I also built that longest wall ride ever thing, which was like really a pain and a hassle, because what happened when we glitched the water barges on land, the technique was basically you had to place a ghost prop, which you would delete later, and that would turn into a water barge. And then later the wall ride wouldn't line up at all, like it wasn't where it was supposed to be. And then I figured out it wasn't where you placed your ghost prop, but where your cursor actually was when you deleted the ghost prop. So the water barge would be slightly more to the right if I would have deleted my ghost prop here, and it would have been center if I would have deleted my ghost prop here. So what kind of prop you're holding in your hand, or what position, it might have something to do with it, you know, that maybe I'm holding a stunt track here and now I'm deleting this prop, but now the game already somehow has it down in its file that maybe a stunt prop is involved. I don't know. Like, I'd really like to hear your guys' input if you guys know anything additional about this, anything we could do. It's just so frustrating. It really makes you want to stop building if you just put in so much time and then you just get fucked over again and again. Like, I know some people stop creating, and other people, before he deletes all his races which are infected, like, I'd recommend keep them, guys. Maybe we might find a fix or the cause of this or whatever. I don't think Rockstar will really fix it. It's probably nothing high on their agenda. They will never comment about it, and they will also never fix it. So we just have to deal with it as it is. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, your experiences, your theories. Maybe also if you have a stupid idea, just put it out there. It might be something completely trivial and absolutely stupid which nobody thought about, you know. It might also just be random. That's basically what we always come back to, you know, when we try to figure out what causes this. In the end, we're just left there and say, nah, it's just random, you know. Like, there's nothing you can pinpoint it down to, really. But yeah, anyways, let me know your thoughts. Post them all down there. Anything that comes to mind. And let's see if we can maybe get this a step further.